Hello and welcome to this collective and timeless reading. This is Estar Tarot, and today I'm going to be asking for the collective, what does almost forgot the question. What does Spirit want you to bring? What do they want to bring to your attention right now? What do they want to bring to your attention? And we're beginning with the Thoth deck here today, and we've also got showed this before, but there's a champagne calcite that I really love. Just love the shape of it and the way the light catches the inside. It's really, yeah, you can kind of see it. Some really interesting layers to it that I like. And I've got also this piece of black tourmaline. I've had some tourmaline come out for readings lately in the crystal decks, so I thought, let's bring some tourmaline in. Can't quite see it there. The light can't quite catch it, but there's a light in it too. Even though it's not a bright crystal, you still got some light that appears in it. So, there's always light in the dark, right? Oh, there it is. Oh wow, High Priestess. Here we go. So I think you're really unlocking your High Priestess energy right now. You're really coming online spiritually. And that's unlocking so much for you, but not just you, also the planet. It's helping to fix the frequencies of the planet. Oh, look at that. Peace. Yeah, you're bringing peace to the planet. There's something about this X shape that really draws me. Yeah, you're grasping your sword to defend the planet. And look, 2 and 2. It's the 2 of Swords and the 2nd in the Major Arcana. Isn't that interesting? And then an X is 2 swords. So 2s are important here for sure. Like it's like 2, 2, and 2. And I always think of 2 X's. Oh. And when I picked up that deck, there's this card left. Oh, wow. Yeah, of course it is. The Hermit. Hermit has come out like almost every time I've used this deck. So, I mean, and I really like this Hermit card because it shows what the Hermit's all about. It's about, going on an inward journey that's often isolated, but we gain so much from that isolation. We gain so much inner power from quieting our mind and our soul. Because sometimes when we interact with other people, it's good to have a community, but also it's good to know how to be your own community within yourself. And I know it sounds maybe a little strange, but I really do think that we can find a sense of peace within ourselves, within our own mind. And that's what provides peace outwardly as well. Because if we're, how it is when you're really stressed and you go out into the world and you're angry and you have all these like cluttered thoughts, it doesn't matter what other people say. Sometimes they can help us, but a lot of times we bring that energy to the community as well. So maybe you doing the work that you've been doing and upgrading spiritually is what's helping the community right now. Even if that involves you being a little isolated. Or perhaps you've been spending too much time alone and they want you to come out in the community. But I really get the sense that this is about finding your inner peace. And it could actually be a message about embracing that isolation and quiet. Mainly quiet because we got peace here, right? Finding your peace and quiet is really going to help unlock your abilities, because I think you've been avoiding that a bit, or maybe just not making the time for it as well. And it's really important that you do take time for peace and quiet. And I understand it's hard because sometimes you feel like you gotta do a lot with your time and make the most of your time, but this is worth your time. Pleasure. 6 of Cups. Yeah. Because, This is what's going to bring you happiness and joy in your life. And joy, feeling that excitement for life, is what brings the highest frequency into the earth. So if you do that, you're gonna get on your path the quickest, is what I'm getting. So, remember how to have joy. Maybe you're just so involved in community things or giving to others that you've forgotten how to give yourself joy. Yeah. Like you're not giving yourself pleasure, and that could be literally, but make time for that. But I think mainly it's like pleasure in life, like joy in life, having fun, having like the simple things excite you every day, Yeah. When we get so cluttered with things that we feel we have to do, we lose our sense of peace. And you have a lot of spiritual ability, and you can engage with that, but it's only as long as you allow yourself that space to do so, to go into that underworld, because he's kind of going on a journey into the underworld with Cerberus here, right? But he's found the Diamond Lantern. That's actually a book, eh? That's, what's her name? Rose. Oh, I forget her last name, but Rose something wrote the Diamond Lantern. And that was like a very spiritual book about her journey. Maybe that is something for you. I don't know if that resonates. Go with it, but if not, don't worry. But I think that could be a message for you, actually. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a butterfly deck because I want to see what else is going on here. Because I feel like there's more to this than just spend time with yourself, although that's an important thing to remember. Maybe it's learning to have joy with others as well, although I don't know. Don't be too much of a hermit. That's all I can say is, like, remember that other people can bring us joy. There's not always going to be hard things. Body changes. Yeah, this goes along with High Priestess to me, because I really get the sense that this is about spiritual upgrades. And if you are spiritually upgrading, like, your body's literally changing, and that can be physically, because we do actually change when we upgrade. I went through this myself, and it was quite a big change. But this could be, this is about, you have different bodies, right? You have a mental body, an emotional body, a spiritual body. It's like you on another dimension is changing. Like, this is not just about like, oh, you are getting in shape or you're getting a new haircut. Like, it's not something so simple as that. It's a complete metamorphosis. Your body has changed to such an extent that you're like a new being. Like the caterpillar, like you compare the caterpillar and the butterfly, they almost look like two different species, right? You've become the High Priestess. And part of that, might require rest because, the butterfly has to rest right after it gets out of the cocoon, right? It doesn't take flight right away. And maybe you're heading for another shift, and so you're being guided to really rest right now and really take the time to yourself so that that process can complete, right? Because the wings have to dry, or else if the butterfly were to take flight, it wouldn't go anywhere. So maybe your wings have to dry a bit. You're still kind of wet from the transformation process. Volunteer. So this could also be on the side of, if you've been isolating too much, what I'm getting actually is that you got to volunteer the time. Volunteer the time to let your body transform. Because volunteering is like this offering, right? We offer ourselves to without payment, you know? It's a gift to the community. And right now you have to give to yourself. It's not quite volunteering like get out there and volunteer. It's like volunteer the time towards yourself. But also to spirit, or to your guides, to the beings around you who are helping you and guiding you and talking to you. Yeah, volunteer that time because they would like you to engage more. Healing from the past. Okay, this is what it's about. This is why they want your time, because you have to devote the time to your own healing. And part of that will be doing things you don't want to do necessarily. Like maybe you feel like being like really busy to keep your mind occupied. You know, this might involve committing some time to that every day. You know, time where you just stop and you think and you process and you write down your story and you write down your feelings about it. This is how you transform. Because I think you want to move into a new phase of life, one that is a healed phase of yourself. But your body can't do that unless you commit the time. Yeah, courage. Have courage. Because you're a little afraid to do it. Yeah. That's what's holding you back. You're a little scared to look in the past. You're a little scared to face the trauma. And if trauma isn't something that resonates with you, maybe you're afraid of your old self and you're kind of running away from it a bit. Yeah. You gotta have the courage to enjoy life. And it sounds strange for some people because some people, it's just a natural thing for them to enjoy life and engage with it. But for some people in life, when they've gone through it, they've gone through a rough time, you can almost shut down from your own life. And it takes a lot of courage to try to change that, because our bodies, our brains will try to save us by putting us into survival mode or changing like almost our brain chemistry to such that we don't feel the feelings. And we never have to face that pain. But that only serves us for so long, and then it hurts us in the end if we are always hiding away from the world, you know, being the hermit. We keep our light to ourselves and we don't want to share it with anybody. We don't let anybody inside or into our lives because we're afraid. So you really got to commit the time to your own healing. That's how you move forward. So I know that's tough, but you don't have to do it all at once, right? You can do this in baby steps. You can get help. You can find ways that help you specifically. It doesn't have to be one way either. You can do it in your own way. What would best help this collective actually on that journey? Could be of assistance to them. Prosperity lies ahead. Maybe this is to remember that good things are coming. Change your mindset. Change your attitude about what can happen. Because when we think only bad things are coming towards me, so I have to hide, change that thinking. Start thinking things like good things are around the corner. Good things happen to me. Good people happen to me. People want to help me. Supportive people are around me. Maybe do some affirmations. There's a great one that's like, what is it like? Helpful people surround me and support me in my life journey. Something like that. Just say that once a day. Put your hand on your heart. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. Yeah. Because nothing will come of it if you continue with those negative thoughts. Look at that lonely moon. Look how lonely that moon is. Right? It's safe, but it's isolated. Right? I've gotten kind of two different messages here. One is to kind of let yourself spiritually evolve in isolation, but the other is to open up as well. So maybe this is sort of like past and future right now. Like in the past, you were trying to develop your spiritual gifts, and you did. And you've done a lot of work. And now you're headed towards another transformation. But part of that transformation will be letting in new situations, new prosperity, but that might involve shifting your perspective again, shifting how you are with other people as well. Like maybe you have to let in people again, or try to let people in again and see what happens. I hope this reading is making sense. I feel a little all over the place, but I think there's a clear message trying to come through. Yeah. Prosperity lies ahead. Maybe that could be an affirmation for you. Just remembering that good things are coming towards you. Oh, that came out. Black tourmaline. We have a black tourmaline, don't we? Guess that was the card of the day. Card generally lately. I think you need more grounding for sure. Grounding in your reality, not in your thoughts, which are telling you that there's danger around every corner. Danger in people. Yeah. Because this card is about setting boundaries as well. So maybe you've had some really toxic people in your life, and that's what kind of made you go into isolation and develop such a strong shield against them. But now it's sort of like you have a shield against everybody, because it's also about, like, it's about shielding yourself, protection, about dispelling unwanted energies, but it's also about healthy interdependence. So I think the message here is sort of to start, again, baby steps into letting people in, letting your discernment in, letting yourself show yourself what you've learned about people. Maybe you have learned enough that you can be discerning now, because sometimes those people get in because we weren't using our discernment, or we would disconnect from discernment. Yeah, carnelian goes right with Six of Cups pleasure, right? Carnelian is like the sacral chakra. It's abundance. That goes perfectly with prosperity lies ahead. Carnelian is such a stone of abundance. And I really think sacral chakra, like the sexual part of ourselves, and we got pleasure here, like maybe there's someone coming in and we have to literally let them in, but sorry, this is a little don't mean for the reading to go that way, but it just seems like there's something about that there. Like this could be like the womb. I feel like you're ready to let in other energies into your life, because maybe they can bring you something you weren't expecting. And this is also about confidence too, right? Like having dignity, poise, self-assurance. Yeah, like maybe this is part of body changes too, because it landed right beside body changes. You're becoming a new confident self. And And part of that being confident is leaving behind the old and stepping into the unfamiliar and realizing that you can do it. You can actually prosper in a situation you've never been in before. Yeah, and be confident even when you're imperfect, I think is a big one too. You know? Yeah. You come really far. And you need to give yourself credit and have a little confidence in how much you've done and how well you've done to overcome things, to overcome your challenges, your trauma, whatever it may be. Yeah. Look at you. You're a high priestess. Like, she's so dignified. Like, you have some you know, confidence in yourself. Have dignity, you know, because like you have earned it. You have a right to have that, and you have a right to, you know, not let in toxic or unwanted people. Like, you can discern now and choose the right people that are suited to you. Like, you're worthy of great people, you know? Not sure how it's coming out like that, but I think your confidence got really crushed by other people. But now it's like you're learning to have courage, you're healing from your past. You're ready to step out into the unknown, whatever that may be. Maybe it's a new relationship, a new job, a new path for you, anything like that, a new living situation, even. Like, you can do it. You can create prosperity for yourself. You can do that. Yeah. I think I want more tarot cards here. Give us a little insight. Yeah. Or actually, I think before I take those tarot cards, I'm going to take an archetype card too. I think that will give us a greater picture. Yeah. Now, let's see, where do we want to go from here? Yeah, what's holding them back from that confidence? Is it the negative thoughts? Like, the storm. You're afraid that someone's going to be mad at you if you are confident and successful. You're afraid of your own success because you're afraid there's going to be like a shitstorm. Excuse my language, but like, could be that same toxic people that hurt you in the past. You're afraid they'll be salty with you about you having your powers, you being confident in your power. Or maybe just dark forces in the world that want to stop you. Because, you know, a lot of light workers get spiritually attacked, I find. Because the dark side doesn't want them to light up other people, to raise their vibration. And it's such a pain. Oh my gosh. So what are you in the face of the storm? On the threshold, yeah. You're on the threshold. You're about to step into a new life, into that power. And that's why the storm wants to come in and stop you. It's funny because we got rain today and it was thundering earlier, so there literally is a storm today. But I do think, you know, they can't stop you because this is your destiny, and all you have to do is take a step forward and you're already into the light. Like, look at all this red, orange, and yellow. It's so very it's confidence, solar plexus, it's sexual creativity, the sacral, and it's, you know, stability and warmth and happiness in the root. It's all those lower chakras that are necessary for living a good life here. The other chakras are important too, but they're kind of about connecting up to the higher realms, but we also need to remember to be connected to here, where we are now, right? In the 3D world. It's not something we need to leave behind. We do that when we die, and to an extent, but while we're living, we have to limit it. And whatever force is in this storm knows that you're on the threshold, knows you're about to step into that. And that's why they're trying to mess with you. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. But you're not going to be stopped by them. They can't stop you. You're too powerful now. Look, you're the High Priestess. You cannot be stopped. You know, be discerning, be careful. But I think, you know, they couldn't do it, the judge. Yeah. Don't judge yourself for how long it took you to get here either. And also I see judgment from other people. You're afraid of judgment for coming out as this person now. Maybe you're afraid other people will be mad at you for being a butterfly. Yeah, like mad that you have wings. The other caterpillars are going to be mad you have wings. But that's, you know, they could have wings too. That's up to them, though. That's up to them. It's their job to do that. To create the reality they want. And it's not your job to do it for them, and it's not your job to hold yourself back so they feel better about it. You're only supposed to rise. If someone ever makes you feel bad about being successful, drop that person immediately, because that is not your friend. You know, it's such a red flag if someone gets angry when you have something good happen to you. It is such a red flag. You know, and don't let them stop you from stepping forward. Because you are so close. You are so close to, like, living a good life. And maybe you are now, but, you know, it could be even better. It could be even better. Don't hold back your potential. And don't stop yourself from saying yes to it either, because this is like someone holding up a hand no and an offering hand. So if someone offers their hand, don't necessarily judge it and say no. Maybe take a chance. And maybe that's also the storm too, is that, like, if there's an offer presented to you that could be part of this new journey, maybe that's really scary. It's like a storm happening in your life, even if it's a good offering, but because these negative energies convince you not to have confidence, to think I can't do that, or I can't make something good happen for me. But, you know, they're being called on to have courage, to trust in your own healing. That prosperity is coming, that prosperity does lie ahead. You do have the ability to have peace and pleasure in your life and happiness. Don't let anyone stop you from that, even your own thoughts or whatever's going on in the world. Sometimes, you know, we see negative things on TikTok or like the news, whatever, and we're like, oh no, this is going to happen, but not necessarily at all. Like, the future is always undetermined. Sorry if I'm you can hear my nose whistling. Because I was a little sick for a few days, so still recovering a bit. I had to rest a bit to recover, and I couldn't do videos, and I felt sad about it, but, you know, sometimes you gotta take a break. Sometimes you gotta let yourself recover, take a breath. And maybe that's the message too, like, if something really rattles you, maybe just take a few days to process it and let yourself decide what you think about it. Decide what you want to do. Yeah. So, what's this offer coming in? Maybe we can get some answers about that. Offer or change that's going to shift our lives that we need to have confidence for. What's that going to be? Oh, wow. The Aeon. Advance. You're going to advance. It's going to be a whole new eon for you, like a whole new chapter of your life. And look how you ascend. Look how you gain wings. Remember we talked about wings? The butterfly? Oh my God. And it's a phoenix. You're going to rebirth. What is the reverse of this? Regress. Yeah, so you're not going to regress, you're going to advance. And no one's going to hold you back unless it's you. But I don't think you're going to do that, because I think you know this is the right path. This is who you're meant to be. This is your journey, your next part of your journey. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for that. Yeah, investment. So maybe you're scared of the investment in this. Like having to take a new path might involve like even physical money investing, but like, or just like your time, your commitment. And you worry about thoughts like, well, what if this doesn't turn out the way I thought? Or what if I don't like it? Or what if this, what if that, you know? What if it's harder than what I'm doing now and I'm not able to keep up? Nah. I say nah. You're gonna do really well at it and you're gonna be happier than you've ever been at it. Oh my God. Yeah. Queen of Wands. You're gonna be the Queen of Wands. And look at that happy sunflower with her too. Take the sunflower as like happiness, right? And all that passionate fire, it's just like this phoenix here. Yeah, you're going to be filled with a fire, an inner fire. Something that's going to really awaken you. You're going to be awakened. Oh, that's so funny. A card popped out. And oh my God, it's the Ten of Wands. I don't know if you heard it, but it made a noise actually when it's almost like it was flipped over. It was beyond strange. But look at it. It's the phoenix again. Like, I could not make this up. There's this fiery woman, the phoenix in this person, and then this phoenix. And look, I love this card because it's like 10 of Wands, which sometimes can like be like a person carrying wands and they're burdened. But this one's so different. It's like the wands were imprisoning them, this bird in the cage, but then this other phoenix comes and they ascend out of the cage, and the keyword is resolve. And so to me it says you're resolved you resolve to this future. You know that you want this, and you're like, on some level your spirit has already decided that this is going to happen. You've already decided to leave your cage. Advanced investment, passionate resolve. Like, this is definitely about like a change of path, a change of career, a change of destiny, even for the better. I think you've done everything right. Like, you might, I don't know if you think you're doing poorly or like you're feeling down about yourself, but oh my gosh, you're doing really well. Really well. Like, the only thing holding you back is maybe just fear of your own success. Because like, and I get that, like that can be really scary to accept good things when we're used to bad things. That is a hard thing to overcome. It's like when you're so used to doing things on your own and you get so used to doing everything that it's really bizarre to let someone help you, and it makes you feel uncomfortable. But that's going to change. You are going to learn that you have all the power within you to change and make it happen and to be a whole new person. That's what body changes is about. You're going to be like a completely transformed being, like the phoenix, you know? The phoenix burns up and then it comes back as like a chick, or at least it does in Harry Potter. But I think that's the part of the mythology of the phoenix too. It's how they get reborn. You came out of your cage. And I'm really drawn to this woman's wand because look, there's that diamond right there. The hermit's carrying it, but then it gets turned into a scepter and it's up there. Right? She transmuted her pain. She took the knowledge that she learned in the darkness and turned it into a scepter of power. Just seeing how these all relate, like you're resolved to have a happy life. And it's like you're getting reborn into a life where you can feel pleasure and happiness, maybe with another person, but maybe just in life as well. And you're going to find peace in your work as well. It's not going to be like maybe you're doing a job that really stressed you out before. Now it's going to be like you're just going to calmly work at it and feel good while you do it. And this Eon one, like, it's almost like the same posture too. She's got her arms widespread, and this one's got their arms widespread too. You've totally transformed spiritually. It's like your spirit body is activated. Like on another realm, you've turned into a phoenix and you've grown wings and you spread them wide and you're ascending. It's like you've gone, I don't know if you're aware of talk about like the new earth or like people ascending to the new earth, because that's something that's happening now. Some of us are leaving Earth to go to the new Earth, which is sounds strange maybe, but a lot of us are. A lot of us are tapping in, discovering our abilities, and we're leaving behind the old matrix. And I see that for you. And part of it is you're leaving an old workplace or function in your life that just did not serve you at all. And it's not because like you hustled or you did this or that. It's because you did the inner work and you transformed, and now your outer world is shifting around you to reflect that. Like the matrix is collapsing around you because you no longer vibrate in that frequency anymore. And now you're just like this spiritual fire, passionate spiritual fire. Okay. Is there any more messages for this collective video? Oh, I meant to take an angel card, so, you know, maybe that could be our last message. Let's see what the angels have to say. We'll just get one last message. Yeah. Maybe some last guidance. I think you're on the path though, so you know, overcoming difficulties, yeah. You can overcome whatever pain you felt in the past. The worst is now behind you. You are surmounting any previous challenges. This is kind of like celebratory, like, yay, you did it. You completed the mission, which was to heal yourself. Your job was to heal your soul. And you were doing that. And now the good part is happening. And look, this is a feather, and then at the end is like the wings. All this like wing and feather energy, like, I don't know if you find feathers, but sometimes those are messages from your guides or even the angels to let you know they're watching over you. Yeah, the worst is now behind you. You overcame the challenge. And now you're like, your ship is coming in. We'll put it over here. Yeah, seems to fit in there better. But I am going to get one more. Just one last message. Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Yeah. So remember there was talk about like, maybe there is a need for some quiet time. If you're transforming to this extent, it does take a lot out of you. So maybe part of that time you could take for yourself would be to think about your life and think about the traumas you've overcome and the hardships and the challenges and the fights, the letdowns, like all of it. And maybe just celebrate yourself for getting through all that. Like, sometimes you write it all down and you're like, wow, I went through a lot. But look at me now, you know, like look where I came to, you know, because sometimes it's very, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Still a little sick. But you know, yeah, if you look at your life and you look like we look at it now, we think it could be better. But actually, where we are now is what we dreamed of in the past. We thought now was an unattainable dream, but here we are, right? You got there. And you got there by your own willpower and strength and determination. So give yourself some celebration. Celebrate yourself. Have some pleasure and joy in your life because you deserve it. Because you did the work. Because you got there. You did it. You did it. So, give yourself the credit and celebrate yourself. So honestly, I feel really happy for you. Like, I feel really proud. I don't even know you, but I'm so proud of you because I think you went through so much. And look where you got to. Look where you came to. And that's the journey, right? For people that attain the highest spiritual power and achievement, although it's not really about achievement, it's about it's just about getting to the next level, being the highest version of ourselves. To get there, we have to go through the hardship. We have to go through the mud. Have you ever heard of that saying about the mud, the lotus? The lotus has to go through mud to get to the world, and it brings beauty to the world. But the mud is necessary to create the lotus, right? And that's whatever challenges you faced. I know it's hard to hear that, and if that doesn't resonate, you don't have to take that with you, because I know that doesn't fly for some people, but it was planned and it was necessary. We do agree to things beforehand. Even the people that hurt us agree to come into this life and do those things to us in order to level us up. And it sounds so strange, but when we get to the other side, it makes sense. Because this life, it's almost like a play. We're all taking on a role in a play. And then when the play is over, we take off our masks and be like, oh yeah, we all agreed to that. We all wanted to do that to complete the story. You're completing your story by continuing onward, even though it's been so hard. And you deserve to complete your story. Don't stop now when you're so close, right? Maybe you felt like giving up lately. Maybe you've been leaning into depression, anxiety, and stress, and worry, and fear, and think maybe I should just quit now. Don't do that, because the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come, and it's so close. It's so, so close. It's like that. The feet are just at the edge of warmth and fire and passion. So yeah, don't give up. Don't give up at all. Do it. Take whatever support you need to get you just a few steps further. Because I promise you, it's going to get easier. And not just easier, it's going to get fun and playful and joyful. And you don't want to miss out on that. So, and you earned it. So you definitely, you deserve that. You deserve it. Okay, you're going to bloom like these happy yellow flowers. You're going to really bloom. You are blooming right now. Don't stop that. Don't hide yourself from the world because you think someone will be mad that you bloomed, especially. Bloom anyway. Yeah. They can handle it. Maybe that's part of their journey, And you would be denying them their lesson, right? If you didn't bloom. So take that as you will. All right, I think that's the end of the readings. So if you made it here, thank you for sticking with it. If you like these videos, you can subscribe to the channel, like the video. That helps you see more videos or other people see the videos, and leave a comment if you'd like to share your story or how it resonated. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again. All right, take care.